Yo boys, welcome back to another CZN Trades YouTube video. Today we're going through how I made 2000, around 2000 USD over the last 2.5 weeks of trading. These last 2 weeks have been, very profitable, showing that, as I'm a new profitable trader, like I've just got started to become profitable, that, my strategy is working, and yeah, we're just seeing continuous progress. So let's get straight into it. First, we have our XAUUSD, so we're trading commodities, we're trading gold here. This was the first payout, not the first, but the most recent payout, which was today, well Friday, the 12th of September. This payout was 990 Australian dollars, which was, pretty significant, pretty good. Um, so yeah, what we were trading today was a fair value gap. So this was on my 100k funded. Um, and we were margining like high risk of the account because I know we normally say we risk 1 to 2%, but today was like, you know, solidified A plus setup. So I decided to risk more. So as we can see here, we have a fair value gap with a retest and closure inside of the fair value gap. Then it decreased and we sold here at a previous high. We took profit here. And yeah, that was the first $900 trade, which was today, which is a great trade, A plus setup. It was a quick and short scalp. It was really only half an hour. Basically made $1,000 in half an hour, which is great. And then we have our trade number two, which is, trading off another fair value gap and a breaker block. So here we have our fair value gap. And as you can see, fair value gap comes back in, closes inside, liquidity wick. Then we have a retest and it ended up dropping to a previous low where we took profit at our previous low. This trade, I can't remember how much this got me, but again, great trade. This was on, I think, my live account, which wasn't great, but good. We're just trying to build capital, you know what I mean? The next trade was on my live account again, and this is again XAUUSD. I'll pop all the screenshots in, by the way, like of my trades. Here we have, again, let me go to the 15-minute time frame actually. Um, Here we have another fair value gap. That retest comes back here, and we enter here for the first. So we took two trades here, by the way. For the first trade, fair value gap, entered down here for the uptrend, and we sold up here. We took profit on this second green line. That was $90 AUD, again on my live account. And then this was a pretty good trade in our live account. I think it was around 350 AUD, which was we entered from here and we held for the support and resistance. We saw a break of structure on the upside. So as you can see, support and resistance. Then we see a break of structure, liquidity wick, liquidity sweep. So we knew it was going to go down here. And again, we just sold at a previous low, which is good. We sold around here, which is a great trade on the live account, good amount of profit. And yeah, that was the third payout. And then we have the fourth payout on, again, the XAUUSD, which is down here. And this was, just another strategy I've been trying out, which is again support and resistance. But we were just looking for, a fair value gap, and we're looking for retests. And we were just looking on, yeah, we were just looking for a lot of retests here, trying to see for good points of entry. And yeah, we ended up entering off this resistance line that got bounced off. And then news came out at 10:30 here. I think it was the unemployment rate, if I'm not wrong. And again, we stayed in from here. We entered. We saw the unemployment rate was I think it was unemployment rate. It was whatever something rate was forecasted at a low amount. And there was research behind that. It was going to come out at a high amount, which indicated, an uptrend. So we entered here. This one was definitely a high risk as to why I didn't put that much money into this trade. Because then again, if the results of the news came out, it could have just significantly dropped and we would have hit our stop loss. But we ended up staying in. We entered. We got in early in the morning at 9:30. We held. We held until 11 o'clock at night. So that was a great trade. I think this was around if I'm not wrong, around 400 AUD on the live account, which was great because just building capital on the live account, and, just trading with my raw capital is just so much more exciting and more rewardful when when I make a profit. So it's great. And then we got trade number 5, which was, again, another fair value gap, liquidity retest here, indicated that it was going to drop, and we sold on the previous low, which was here. This was a great trade. Um, Again, short profit, but good profit. So we were excited with this. Then the 6th payout was, another long trade, but a worthful one. It was great. It was a great trade. We entered on, let me go to the 1 hour time frame real quick. We were trading on the 1 hour time frame here. Where is it? Not this far back. Here we go. So we entered off a fair value gap. We saw that it was going to be an inverse. So we can see fair value gap fails to retest, comes back, inverse, closes above liquidity wick. Then another one closes above, indicating that it's going to go up, indicating that it is an inverse fair value gap. So we entered off this opening of the wick, and as we're making new highs, we just took profits at a previous high. So this trade wasn't really great, we were happy. I think this one was like around 80 bucks, 90 bucks on the live account again, which, little profit is great profit. On the live account, I'm only risking around 1 to 2% of my account size, which again is great. So we were happy with the $90, I think, here again of profit. I'll pop up screenshots, but yeah, here was another $90 of profit. And yeah, we're just risking great sizes and making great profits. And then again, on the 30-minute time frame, we have another trade. I think, was it here? Yeah, I think it was here on the fair value gap again. So again, we had another inverse fair value gap, and that ended up being very successful again. Closes above, and boom, straight to the upside. I mean, it's so simple, just following fair value gaps and just taking profits at previous highs, or setting, risking and taking profit at new highs. But this was definitely a scary trade because we did have many times it dropped back into the fair value gap zone, but luckily for us, it didn't go through. So we knew, liquidity we're closed in here, we know it's going to go back up. Comes back down, liquidity we're closed in here, we know it's going to go back up. So that was again great confirmation as to what was happening. And then the big trade, another big trade, that we're very happy with was GBP USD. So if we go to when that was on here we go. As we can see here, we're trading support and resistance. So if I go on the 4 hour time frame, I've been following this since July, I think. Yeah, June. So we have support and resistance, break of structure, comes back down, break of structure again, comes back up. And here we're trading support and resistance. So again, we hit this previous high, we hit the previous high, we hit the support, we hit the resistance of the highs, and we entered here. This is not even trading for value gaps. This is just a long hold. This was a long trade that I held. This was news came out again. This was another news trade, but this was on the live account. No, on the funded account. This was great profit. I think this was around 812 USD. I'll pop a screenshot here. But we were very happy with that. You know, we see the retest comes back down here. We have a downtrend, hits a support, bounces back, hits a resistance, and the same thing is going to continuously happen. You know what I mean? So we're very happy with the support and resistance. And yeah, that was another payout. And yeah, guys. So again, here are my trading strategies. So we trade the trends. We find the higher lows of the session, support and resistance. This is for GBP/USD. We look for breakouts. So, trading after big moves. Like we look for a big move here, big move after consolidation. This is all consolidation. Get on the XAU/USD, we have solid consolidation and we trade big moves. So this is a breakout, So we're trading these kind of breakouts. And yeah, so I'll pop a screenshot of the total profit of these last 2.5 weeks, which I'm so proud of. You know, all the grinding I've been like putting in, all the hours I've been putting in have finally come to, success, having earned this much money. It's good to have, it's a good reward. And yeah, guys, make sure you join the Discord. I post all my trades on the Discord. It's free, literally no cost whatsoever. You know, I post my trades before, so like I let you guys know on the trades I'm taking, and I show the profit after. So if that doesn't sound like, free money, I don't know what does. But yeah, guys, make sure like, subscribe the video. We're trying to hit 50 subscribers. Thank you so much for that last video. Last video popped off. That was, yeah, a great video showing my strategy. I'm gonna make another video soon, explaining more and more and more about my strategy and how I'm making profit now. And yeah, guys, we just keep striving for more. We're going for 10K months. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video of just showing how I made, you know, this much money in a week, in 2.5 weeks. And yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Peace out.